Hi, so today I decided let's do 100 days crazy craft. This didn't work out. It's impossible. So enjoy me struggling through this. Please like and subscribe because I am a small creator before we get into this because this video took me forever to make. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy this. I worked a lot on this, and without further ado, let's get right into day one. Okay, so day one, we're doing good. I spawned in. I did what everyone starts when they start the new Minecraft world. Ran looking for a tree. I hadn't been in this biome yet, so I was a little confused, but luckily I found a dark oak biome, and that's where I decided to settle. Day one was pretty uneventful, I did the regulars. I went mining in a ravine to get some iron, maybe, after getting my stone tools. I got these sheep looking for a bed, and I was excited, and then I broke that. I didn't notice it was spinning and breaking. I thought it was just not breaking until the sound was so loud. It spun so fast, and all of a sudden there was a wither named Kiwi. So I went to bed, ignored the day, started day two with mining some trees. Then I moved on, planted a farm. I started with rice, because rice, when you eat it, goes really fast. Went mining in the ravine again today. Wanted to get more iron, wanted to get myself situated so that I wouldn't die. But I was feeling pretty good off of that little bat. I felt pretty good. Day three, I decided to fence in the garden. I was having a pretty good time. I just didn't want to trample my crops. Though this was kind of wasted wood, considering that in a little bit we start moving our area inwards. And then day three again, go mining in the ravine again, because of course, I'm just looking to get enough for full iron armor, and then I see this uranium and I think it's gonna kill me, so I just did, right? Because uranium is radioactive. Today there was a monster from the midnight, which is like the Upside Down, that spawned outside of my house, and I couldn't sleep until I killed it. So I had to go out and I had to fight something for the first time. It was tough, but I won. Kiwi, I think, it doesn't count as a fight, though, I wouldn't count on it. Today I realized that loot bags were a thing and started killing slimes. Loot bags will give me some pretty good loot, and they're really useful for advancing the game when you can't really do much. In these blue slimes, the little ones have like 1 health, so they're really easy to kill and get the loot bags, right? And with my iron shield, that was good. I got this abyssal ore, and I got a diamond chestplate and hat. And the abyssal can be used to craft a better than diamond sword. So should have crafted a diamond or an abyssal pickaxe, but I didn't. Then I went mining for marble, because I think marble could be a pretty cool building block, and it's part of the chisel mod. That gives me some really good building blocks. Today I worked on the house. This is day 5. I designed little patterns of marble, and here I'm just playing with the marble and the chisel, seeing what's available. I wanted to make the house interior look a lot nicer, considering that I would have to spend 100 days here, ideally. Though, of course, this doesn't happen. Day 5, I go mining. I go mining from day 5 for about like 30 minutes. No, not 30 minutes, like 15. I spend most of the day mining, just trying to get resources, so that I can expand inside, be harder to kill, and all that good jazz, because I want to survive in this, and I don't want to die. Which is, of course, the goal of 100 days hardcore. Hardcore Minecraft is pretty tough, and I don't want to have to deal with everything, so I just kept mining. So yeah. The next day I went in and I harvested crops. I harvested rice again because the eating time is so fast. I got quite a few crops. I had hemp, canola, and rice, but I mainly focused on rice as an edible food because it takes less time to eat, which means I can do a lot less. Like, I don't have to worry about getting killed all the time, so that was good. Then I decided to look at, like, special doors, trying to make my compound a little more secure, because at this point, I gave up on building inside. Next day, I went on another murderous rampage, dropped my abyssal sword. That made me really scared, because I felt like I couldn't kill anything. Grabbed myself an iron chestplate, but then I got myself a diamond chestplate pretty much right after. I got this fire charm and an air charm from this massacre, and some climbing gloves. Now, let me explain this, because I didn't understand this. The air charm allows me to walk on air. The fire charm gives me permanent fire resistance. And the climbing gloves allow me to climb walls. Now, I didn't read any of these descriptions. So when I went outside to play with the Ender Pearl, or Ender Orb Transmitter, which is a reusable Ender Pearl, I thought it was what was making me fly, as seen here, though it was just the air charm. I was really confused, so I threw it in the stash and just didn't touch it. Though, in hindsight, a reusable Ender Pearl is a really great idea, and I wish I had figured out how to turn it off, because I found it really annoying, except for combat. Like, look at this. Look how easy it is to kill mobs from while you're flying. Like, you're way above them. They can't touch you, especially if they're melee mobs. Melee. So the next day, I worked on the farm again. Now, something I want to talk about are worms. What are they? Well, worms act as worms would in real life, creating compost and helping your crops grow. But they also fertilize your crops, creating a water source without water source, making the the soil go brown, like it would be if it was within 4 blocks of water, which is really cool. And I really love that mod. That mod in total, Pam's Harvest Craft, is so fun. The next day I grabbed more marble, went mining again, and just kept going at it, because what else am I to do? I just gotta keep mining. I've actually lost track of the days at this point, because it's hard to tell what day it is underground. And look how fast eating rice is. There's a good demonstration. Here, I was really happy because I realized a great use for the air charm, and this is after I figured out how to use it, is going through these ravines, because it will allow me to walk. And as you can see, I'm looking up the resource I just got, and that's important for understanding the mod pack. Here I start work on the panic room, or not really the panic room, because it was planned out to be a panic room, right? And it never came to be. Actually ended up being an interior farm. That way, if something like a dragon were to show up, then I wouldn't have to leave my house to get something to eat. As you can see, I broke my pickaxe because this was a quite labor-intensive process. And this process would go from day 11, which is this day, up until day 14. And this is day 12, just footage of me chilling out the area for the farmland, because I think that was kind of neat. Next day, back in the farm room, which I hadn't planned to be a farm unit yet, but I was thinking about what I could do with it, because I don't think panic room would sum it up. I was also thinking about making a whole underground compound. I had so many plans. I was so naive, so young. She's long for the good days. Here's the finished product. The chisel mod I love. Comes in really handy with stone bricks, because if I was doing this in vanilla, I would have to go get stone bricks, and then I would have to go find vines to get mossy stone brick, whereas I just have to click 5 times with the chisel mod. As you can see, that's the worm animation of them crawling all over the ground. The room wasn't a perfect fit, I would have liked to see it a little better. So, this is the day when I go out to kill chickens, and I go slaughtering, and I walk by a kiwi swamp, and I'm feeling fine, and then I see a dragon, right? So I'm running away, like, oh gosh, there's a dragon, shivering in my boots, and then I get hit by a fireball, so I run. I build a panic room, build this super powerful lead door, or look up how to build a super powerful lead door, and then I build it the next day on day 16. Now, it's called the reinforced door, and it's pretty much an iron door, so it requires redstone in the form of levers to open. The next day I went back out, and you can see the dragon's wing there, and the dragon will be in the thumbnail, because I accidentally cut out a great bit of it, and I've lost the footage, but I do have a screenshot, because I took such a cool screenshot of the dragon just spiraling into me. And what am I doing here? I go way too close for comfort with the dragon. The dragon's wing flaps were so loud, I could hear it from down in my mind. Now, of course, it went farther and farther away, and that was fine, right? And I started drowning out the dragon with my music, so I would blast like rock music to kind of ignore the dragon, try to avoid it at all cost. And today was the day that I thought I was going to die. I left that door open, and I thought the dragon could like smell me or something. I was just freaking out, so I decided to head down to the mine, where I couldn't hear the dragon's screams, because after that I could hear all of the dragon's noise, and I realized the ravine was open to my base, so if the dragon flew into the ravine, I could block up the ravine, which would be, problem solved, except for the noise complaints, but B, would also be incredibly beneficial, like, I could avoid the dragon, but alas, this didn't happen until I died. So I get in here, and I calm down. I sit here for a good 15 minutes, just stressed out, trying to calm down my heartbeat, because I am terrified of this dragon. I don't think you understand how scary this thing is. It is a nightmare. And that's why I love it, Round of applause for me. So I just sat there, and I was listening to My Chemical Romance or something, just trying to remain calm. I swapped out, I changed my music, like, remain calm. And at this point, the dragon, it was in my head. Even if I wasn't playing the game, I could hear its voice. I could hear it call to me, beckoning me from the shadows, waiting for me to show up. And it was at that moment that I vowed to kill Tiamat, which is what I named the dragon. Tiamat is the name of a dragon in Dungeons and Dragons, but, I also named it Tiamat, because I thought it was fun, it's funny to call your dragon Tiamat, except when you die, that's not very funny. So, I'm just super stressed out about this dragon. The dragon is the worst part of the whole experience here. I try to figure out how I'm gonna kill this thing. So I'm thinking Obsidian Armor, I'm thinking something like that. Because if I can use Obsidian Armor, alright, I can throw together a bunch of just random stuff that'll be really tough and protect me from death. And Obsidian Armor seems like it's gonna be a great thing, but I find out the day, right, that I am feeling super good, the day I get diamonds, that Obsidian Armor deals has no benefits, pretty much. It has pretty tough, like, durability-wise, Obsidian Armor will almost never break, but functionality, Obsidian Armor isn't better than iron, and it's a waste. At this point, the dragon wing flaps are a little farther away. I block myself in. I today, it's been a whole day that's passed. I go in and I check out the garden scythe, see what I can use it for, because I think, hey, it's the garden scythe. The garden scythe is actually really useful. It'll harvest a giant area, which I find awesome. The next day, I went mining to find resources to kill the dragon. I'm thinking full hardened obsidian, or whatever it's called, crystallized obsidian armor, and like, I'm gonna be so powerful, and then the dragon will have to yield to me or something. Well, we'll see how the dragon fight goes, because it's coming up really soon, actually, surprisingly soon. And I was prepared to kill this dragon. I was prepared to die for it, but then I found diamond, right? Now this made my life so much better. So I decided, okay, today's the day I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill the dragon. So I craft up this diamond shield, because I want to be ballin', right? I go in here, and I farm flint to get some arrows, and then here, my heart's beating, and I'm ready to do this. So I'm outside. Now, I start looking for the dragon. My thought process is, dragons breathe fire, especially this one. So why don't I make a water pool for me to fight it from? I've got 56 arrows at the time, which means I can probably deal with the dragon, you know? I can do this. So I place my water bucket. I grab another water bucket to go in case the dragon, hits me with fire. Though, in a hindsight, I had a fire charm. I would have been fine. And at this point, I saw Tiamat's wings for the first time in 3 days. The sphere of its screams cut deep into my heart, and I was ready to end this creature's life. Its life would be cut short by my bow, by my sword. I was ready to end the beast, and I took one shot on it, and that's all the damage I get onto it. This whole fight. So I just run, right? Like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. So immediately I try, okay, I'm gonna get back into my base. I have to get back into the compound, get under the tree maybe, because the dragon can't fit there, and I die. And then I come to peace, and I come to terms with the fact that I'm dead. And in spectator mode, I realize that my life